Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel for Edinburgh Watch Company. My name is Jonathan, and on today's video I'm going to talk to you about and show you something very rare from Rolex. What we've got here is a watch that we are selling on commission for one of our clients, and it is a Rolex GMT Master Seeking. Now, many of you may never heard of the Seeking GMT Master. I said rare. There are only 123 of these watches ever made. And I think maybe only one for sale in the United Kingdom, which is this particular watch. So let me tell you a little bit of background about this watch. Now, the Rolex GMT Master as a watch needs no introduction. However, back in 2014, an ex-Navy officer who had spent many of his years working in the Royal Navy and with the Seeking helicopters, he went out to a number of prestige manufacturers such as Breitling and Preowned and Rolex, and basically looked to see if he could commission a number of watches to be made to celebrate the history of the Seeking helicopter, which is operated in Afghanistan and the Falklands, etc., and of course has now been decommissioned and is very much a legendary helicopter from the Army and the Navy. So Rolex agreed to do this, and basically what they did was that they got 123 of these watches and they engraved the watches with the Seeking helicopter. So an absolutely unique piece. Now, these watches, they were never for sale to the general public. You had to be actually in the Navy to get one of these. And we were very fortunate that we have been offered this watch by an ex-Royal Navy search and rescue diver from 771 Squadron, who was very fortunate to be one of very few who was lucky enough to get one of these watches. So this really is exceedingly rare. It's something, of course, you could wear every day, or it may be something you choose just to store away as an investment for your own future, or perhaps for a future generation, because these will never be made again and are exceedingly rare. So that's a little bit about the background of it. Interestingly, today as I speak, I noticed an article in the Telegraph. Of course, with the Seeking helicopters now being decommissioned, there are a number of helicopters that the Ministry of Defence are in fact going to be selling, and I believe that there's going to be multiple uses for these helicopters too, as man caves, garden sheds, were a couple of ideas to what they could be used for. I believe about 20 of them are still going to be available for flight, as it were, but many of them will be used for very unusual contraptions to go and spend some time in. So perhaps this Seeking can accompany the real McCoy itself. Anyhow, enough about the background to the watch. Let me show you it now. So first of all, this is a complete set. This watch left the Rolex dealer down in London in 2014. The watch has never been worn. It's in all of its protective stickers. It has all the right paperwork, the warranty cards, the instruction manuals, the hang tag, and just everything it should do, which the collectors want. And I think from a future point of view, this is something that could be very valuable. And certainly looking at some of the other Rolexes that have been commissioned to support Army forces, Navy forces, etc., the prices have shot up, and this is very rare. So here we have the outer box. It has the protective sleeve as well, and the inner box with the sort of traditional Rolex design here, and here is the watch itself. So I'll get the video camera just to come in a little bit closer. So those of you that know the GMT Master, well, this watch has been out since the 1950s. It was a watch that Rolex designed as a watch that was a sports watch, but to have dual time functionality as well. So you'll see here that it has a green extra hand on it as well, allowing you to measure time in two different countries. They were made very popular when Rolex had a partnership with Panerai Airlines and with the sort of famous Pepsi one. However, around about 2007, Rolex introduced this new model, and typically with Rolex they enhanced the already existing fantastic watch and did a number of things. They gave it a new case, still keeping within 40mm, but a slightly wider case lugs here. The bezel, which was previously in aluminium, is now finished in ceramic, and very much the look and feel of many of the Rolex sports watches. The hour markers here, which were good at the time, but from a luminous point of view weren't particularly great, they've now replaced with what they call a Cerachrome dial, which is fantastic to read at night time now. And this has a traditional Cyclops magnification there, giving 2.5 times magnification of the date. So aside from that, it is your traditional Rolex sports watch. So the case and the bracelet here are finished in 904L grade stainless steel, so a really strong and substantial watch that's fully waterproof as well. What's particularly nice about the GMT, however, is that it combines brushed stainless steel with these polished center links here as well. So a really, really lovely look that's married here to the deployment clasp here, which has a double safety clasp here, opens up to give you that pressed steel look about the bracelet. Now, again, what I'll ask the camera to do here is see if we can actually zoom into that there. But don't worry if you can't see it, because there are images of this on our website where you can see it too. But there you can see the Sea King helicopter etched on the back of it too. So to say, don't worry if you can't see that. I'll just pop it on its side there, and you can see there it has all of its protective stickers in place there. So let me just put the watch down just now. I'll just show you here. We have the Rolex warranty card here and the original GMT instruction manual too. So a complete set watch. Now we've got photographs on our website, which is at www.edinburghwatchcompany.co.uk, and there you'll see this watch, photographs we've taken of the watch, along with some other Rolexes and other fine ladies and gents watches too. So thank you very much for visiting our YouTube channel today. Please do pop up soon. We'll have many new watches coming along. Bye bye.